Hey guys, good afternoon. Right now it's really nice and sunny out here where I live. I just want to say hello. This is Judy Gallardo Cisneros coming in from Circle to Grace. So I want to share with you thoughts on what it is to speak truth, what it is to live our lives in truth, and to be grateful and just to create a new life. Some of the things that I want to address with you guys are important in the sense that we need to start looking at our lives in a different way, that we can definitely move forward, understanding our capacity as human beings. We're given the opportunity to live here on earth and given an opportunity as human beings to live wonderful lives. Many of us get trapped in what we create in our minds, and some of us are full of hope and energy. Some of us lose hope and get lost in the transition. Many times our lifestyles or our life experiences or traumas can cause many situations. So some of the things that I want to talk about are uh, possibilities of creating a more beautiful life. Um, One of the things I want to share with you in regards to bringing into the possibility of maybe videos, 20-minute segments where we can talk about things, where I can talk to you and give you feedback. And I hope to always have statistics for you, but feedback. And because we're going to talk about truth, we'll also have statistical facts, but also have proof, biblical proof, theology, philosophy, and go into existentialism in regards to Christianity. We can do secular existentialism, but it doesn't give you the same realization of who you are and where you came from. We can also speak in different ways of understanding that we fully come from a creator and a reasonable and logical and intelligent creator. So we want to definitely tap into that. One of the subject matters that I want to talk about in the future definitely is different things in regards to what is social teaching or Catholic social teaching. I am Catholic, I'm a Christian, and Catholic social teaching, you'll find that may encompass many avenues of life and how to live a better life. It doesn't mean that you have to be Catholic. I'm just sharing my thoughts and my information with you, and hopefully it'll help you to have a better, productive, and thriving life. Also, I want to talk about biblically, and I will bring in any statistics as well as medical facts in regards to women and man, so that we can look a little bit about how we are created with dignity, and we are created to do great things in this world. We're not just, we didn't just come just because. We're here to produce and create wonderful things and have wonderful experiences. Another subject matter which I find that it plagues our world is a lot of trauma. So we definitely want to talk about healing and trauma. One of the subject matters in regards to that theme would be looking at possibilities of how we can heal after trauma, or look into what is trauma or sexual assault, domestic violence. How do people do or survive after these? They're called survivors, and so we want to see how we can look at survivors after trauma and how we can help lovingly and with compassion survivors of trauma, whether it's sexual assault or domestic violence. I know there are other traumas, so we want to definitely tap into that, see what is said statistically, look into reason and logic, but also let's see what the Bible says about trauma and affecting the innocent and others that basically we are affected during a situation where a human being will take advantage of others. And so we will continue on. There's also, I would like to also tap into really like, I want to read to you some of the important ideals and understanding that these educational videos or segments, I want to speak on truth, speaking on truth towards a life of freedom. And so sometimes we think freedom is like, freedom is I am free to do and say and behave the way I choose to. And many times true freedom and true liberty to choose, but true freedom is not choosing just anything and what is convenient for you. True freedom is, and it means many things for many people, but true freedom is actually looked as living a life in truth. Because of today's ideals and everyone making up their own philosophy of what life is for different people, they have moved away from objective truth, longer realizing what true freedom is. And so objective truth and means that objective is mainly, it's been looked at as the best ways of freedom, how to uphold freedom, how to uphold a goodness, what is good and what is true, but objective truth and created through truth in their lives. So people who are more than willing to just live good lives, they want to live life in truth. And many times people get hurt and people get injured during us creating our own philosophies as to how we should live our lives based on what is convenient and what is best for ourselves. Not keeping in mind that there is a true freedom to create life however they want, but it's not the true freedom of living a life in truth as it should be, an objective truth. And many times we live life where we say, oh, what is true is based on how I feel, but true, the real truth and freedom is not based on how you feel. It's based on you doing what is best for all, yourself and for all, and all of those that you love. At this point, a life lived in truth, believe it or not, means that one makes decisions to live life in the best way possible, so that everyone is treated with dignity, and that as everyone lives their daily lives, whether it is working or studying, that no one is being abused or taken advantage of, but instead everyone is working towards an end to a good life in freedom together. So let me explain a little further. I make choices that develop my life and future into what I want it to look like. So yes, definitely you want to make choices in your life and do great things. For sure, we don't want to pull you away from being the best of yourself, but also to make choices that are good choices for yourself in your life and for your future, that not only look upon yourself, but look upon you moving toward in a great life, in a life that does not affect others and people you love in a negative way. And I know that sometimes getting ahead, we think, oh, well, my mom and dad don't want me to move forward, or my family, or my husband. And if it's a good thing, sometimes we do have to move forward in goodness. And sometimes it is difficult when people that we love or want to understand us don't. But the first thing is to learn to discern, to see what is good and what is not good, and how things are being moved and how people are affected by your choices. We can do great things, but we can also make sure that people are not injured and people are not affected by us because we choose to do certain things. And that if they're affected, that things along the way will be great things, not things that will hinder others that we love and people that we care about and people that are around us, because we are not individuals. Yes, we are individuals as human beings per se, but we are communal beings because we were not born to live alone. We were born to live in community. So, number one, I make choices that develop my life and future into what I want it to look like. Number two, I make choices and decide on what is best for me and the people I love. Number three, my choices are my efforts to create a good life. Number four, my choices do not cause damage, injury, or destruction to anyone else along the path. Number five, It's a little long. When I see that a choice that I may make may be a cause for injury to myself or others, I rethink my choices and look for a better, wiser, and well thought out solution so that what I desire begins to make sense and becomes clear without injury to anyone. A big hint is if someone is getting hurt, in good conscience, it will never make sense. So if you see that somebody's going to get hurt by your decision and you blatantly see that it's going to cause an injury, then you want to kind of say, well, I think I need to rethink this, that maybe it's not going to be the best solution or the best step to take if it's taking people down and affecting others as you move forward and move up. Okay? Number 6, I will look at my choices in good reasoning, logic, and always remember that I am connected to the Creator of all. And therefore, I was endowed with a special gift. Yes, we were all endowed with a special gift and dignity to create with the Creator. Number 7, it is always in making the correct choice that will add to my life and being. So definitely remember, making good choices, as hard as they are, like you want to go back to school or you want to go to school, it's a lot of work, it takes a lot of dedication. Yes, it's difficult, it's not impossible, but you know that that is something positive moving towards your life. If you know that that is a life journey or it's a step you want to take towards something that you really want, and that it is making the correct choice for you, without harming others, but more maybe a little sacrifice instead of pain and guilt and major issues where somebody is gravely affected, then I would say it's a good choice. Number 8, I choose to give myself that freedom in my life in which I will always choose well for the good of all. So definitely living life in truth, it's beautiful because you realize that the choices you are making are for the good of all, not just for you, not just for one person or your significant other in you. It's for the good of all, and it's amazing because believe it or not, you end up reciprocating that goodness and that blessing that fell onto you, onto others as well. Number 9, I am not afraid of discipline, but welcome it. So as we move forward to make changes, to making any changes in our lives, we need to understand that, sometimes we can get scared. Sometimes it takes a little courage, and sometimes it's actually just being nervous and being okay with trying something new, but learning that through it all that we can have fun. Enjoy that moment and that new step that you're taking towards bettering yourself and creating something great in your life. And it could be as big, because I find this very big, as big as learning to say hello to people and good morning and good afternoon. And for many of us, that's a big step. So I would say, definitely that's a big one. It could be as that, or it could be something else, something bigger, or something similar, because all of these steps are humongous when it comes to our self-development, self-growth, and for us to be better people and better human beings, so that we are definitely individuals as communion beings living in a beautiful community. Number 10, I understand that to better myself and my life, I must be open to seeing other possibilities. So which means, what if we are so determined that, I'm just not going to make it happen, I can't do it, I can't achieve this is too difficult for me, it's not going to happen. Well, let's be open. Let's not be so close to no. Let's be open to, I get to create some beautiful and amazing possibilities for myself as I move forward towards that path to completing them. So that would be amazing. Then we have number 11. I welcome change with love, courage, and curiosity. So to welcome change, to step away from fear, make it energy, positive energy, and being open to welcoming any change in your life that you are creating, and that you open it up to love, that you open it up to be courageous, that you open it up to curiosity, which means that you're going to have fun during the process. That's the best way to do it, I see. And to open up all your blessings and the blessings of those around you. Then we have number 12. I will think, move, walk, ask, and cooperate with others, always staying open to my every changing and bettering life. So it's so important that you be aware of where you're at and what you're doing, and just be open to the changes of your life. We were not created to stay stagnant. Unfortunately, we will all grow older. That's part of life. But if you look at things, things never stay the same. Even the seasons change. That's a normal process of humanity and of being on earth. We will always change and things always change. But that is okay. And if we learn to look at it as a constant change, it's part of life. It's nothing new. It's been around since the beginning of humanity. That's the earth. That's what we do. We change. The earth changes, humanity changes, but we can still continue to create beautiful, changing lives and bettering our lives. It doesn't matter how young, how old we are, we can still continue that betterment of the self and the betterment of the spirit, the betterment of your mind and your body. So it's just amazing. And I love it because I will think, move, walk, ask, and cooperate with others, always staying open to my every changing and bettering life. Isn't that amazing? Number 13, as a child of light. Some people don't believe in God and don't believe that they come from something beautiful and spiritual and light. I do. I'm a Christian. I'm a Catholic woman. And I do believe that we came from an amazing creator of light that only wants to give us light and give us love, and for us to know that where we belong and where we come from and what we're here for and what we can create. So as a child of light, I choose to walk in the light. So daily I invite you to choose to walk in the light, to choose. Every day, as a Christian, we know that God gave us a big gift. He gave us the gift of choice. And that gift of choice is to walk in the light. Walk knowing you have choice. Walk knowing that if you choose truth and for the good of all, you will create a beautiful life. And I invite you to consider that. One of the beautiful sayings that I know, biblical sayings, when it says in the Bible, it says, and I will capture the chapter and the verse for you. I will add that later. Be still and know that I am God. And one of my wonderful professors at JP told me and told all of us in class one day, he said, and he kept on going. He's a creative art screenwriting professor, and I love him. He's amazing. He said, be still and know that I am God. And he told us right before a test, don't be scared, don't worry, everything will work out. Be still and know that I am God, that God is with us. Be still and know. Be still. Be. Learn to be still in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, and listen. Listen for the goodness that wants to enter your life, in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. I invite you to reflect. So, to know that you are and we are all given special gifts. To be an amazing human being is just so amazing, so wonderful to me. I'm in complete gratitude. In our amazing human body, fused so that you can be an amazing spiritual being in your human body. So we are spiritual beings. So whether I believe that I will be here forever, so in my spiritual state, so whether you see me now or see me later, I will be here. And I want to let you know that I invite you to be a part of these YouTube videos. I will try to make it easy for everybody, and sometimes difficult, and sometimes it'll be intense, but it will be wonderful, and I hope that you will benefit from these videos and that you will stay in gratitude and just be thankful. I hope that you enjoy them and that you get a lot out of them, that you will thrive in your life. Blessings to you always. This is Judy Gallardo Cisneros at Circle to Grace. Until next we meet, God bless.